Hey everyone, CMattDye here. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Today I want to talk about a company called Iagon. Now I haven't spoken about Iagon on the channel before, but it's high time that I do. Now what is Iagon? They're doing reliable shared storage economy. They're doing cloud storage for Web3 is what they're calling. They also have an ISPO that's live. I'm going to talk about that near the end of the video. But right now I want to talk about the key features, what it is, how you can be rewarded, how you can take advantage of it, stuff like that. So what is Iagon? Iagon, first of all, is a decentralized storage network. It's decentralized and ensures all users storing data are in complete control of their files. So I own my files, you own your files, Jim down the road owns his files. It's going to be high security, and they're going to use different encryption methods. Encoding our unique standard algorithm, and we're able to store files with desired degree of redundancy and security. Basically just big words saying that they're using their sharding algorithms to provide additional security. Network performance, they're always looking at the network performance, which is good. That's what you want in a storage company. Cough, cough, Google Drive. I don't know how many people have problems with that, but I do. Made for Web3. They talk about a couple different things. I don't know about the use of the word metaverse, but basically decentralized cloud storage for the virtual world, deploying dApps and storing NFTs on trustless, permissionless network. This is about blockchain technology. Now let's talk about how it actually works. So basically, you're going to upload a file. It gets encrypted, in line with strong encryption standard. The encrypted file is then encoded with an error correction code, or ECC, and split into small segments to enhance data security and availability. So the main file gets encrypted, and then all the little shards also get encrypted. This is where we're going. The shards are distributed to numerous places across the Iagon's decentralized network based on criteria specified by the user. We leverage blockchain technology and build our solution on Cardano so you can secure your subscriptions and file access settings with minted NFTs. So you're going to get like an NFT receipt, so to speak. Similar to like if you've used AADA before, whenever you make that loan, you get that NFT receipt. Or if you were part of their initial coin offering, you got an NFT receipt that you use to claim your actual tokens. Same type of thing. So you get that NFT receipt, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. I haven't seen the NFT receipt around too much. Right now I've seen AADA use it, and now I'm seeing Iagon talk about it as well. So very, very cool on that. They have a marketplace, trading storage made fair, they call it. So basically you have supply and demand. The price depends on the demand and supply, or supply and demand. I guess it depends on what part of the world you're in to which one comes first. Not on corporate pricing departments. So they're trying to make it more fair, because right now there's only a few big companies that's in charge of big data storage. So they're really trying to break that down, bring it into the decentralized world, which allows anybody to store data. You're not going to be turned away just because of your name or because you're affiliated with a certain group of people or whatever. So it's going to be fair, it's going to be good, and I like it. So let's get into the rewards. That's what everybody wants to know, I'm sure. How do you get rewarded with this platform? So this shared storage economy that keeps on giving is the slogan that they're using here. Who is a resource provider? So a resource provider is anyone who provides storage capacity in the marketplace. That's what a resource provider is. So it could be a big data center, or it could be a private user with spare storage. How does Iagon reward the providers? That's pretty important. Why would you want to be here if you're not being rewarded, right? So their rewarding mechanism ensures that only the best service providers sell storage to consumers. In other words, suboptimal storage providers are accountable for their poor quality of their service and might not be able to monetize the shared storage economy. So that's part of that live performance thing I talked about earlier. They're going to monitor things. They want their network to be the best, but they also want their network to be very decentralized, and they want end users to be able to make money off of it, right? So think of like Amazon's cloud storage, but decentralized, and you and I can actually make money from it. So something like that. The node network, who can join the node network? This is kind of what it's going to look like in the overall landscape. Anyone will be able to use our open source software and create nodes on our network. Initially, we're going to be focusing on enterprise grade resource providers and trusted nodes. And that makes sense because those are going to be the ones who are already doing this. So moving over to Iagon's platform, they're already doing it. They can easily just move over, and that gives Iagon a lot of storage. And then those end users will be able to come in with their extra storage space that they have, and then they'll be able to plug right into that network and go. So I think that's a great starting area. I think it's great. How to connect to the node network. They're going to have open source code. Data center operators can set up the nodes via our open source code following our instructions. Contact us if needed. Blah, blah, blah. If you're interested, they have a lot of documentation on that. Reward payment. So what currency is used for reward payments? Well, they're going to use stable coins as a default means of payment to trade storage between storage providers and consumers. That makes a lot of sense because other tokens can fluctuate quite a bit. So that keeps your cost manageable, as well as your payments. Can a resource provider earn IAG tokens? Yes. By agreeing to a verification process, you become eligible to earn extra rewards in the form of Iagon's IAG tokens as an incentive to contribute more to the network on top of the stablecoin payments. So that's pretty cool. The rewards are going to be calculated. The rewards are going to be calculated 4 ways. So you're going to have the supply and demand, performance, uptime, and network commission. So Iagon charges a commission fee on each payment to provide means for maintenance and development of the service, as well as rewards for IAG token holders. Uptime, how good is your storage network? Does it have 99.9% uptime? That's great. Does it have 70%? Well, you might not be getting paid. Supply and demand, obviously, if there's no demand, you can have as much supply as possible and it doesn't matter. I think this is going to be highly sought after. So I think there's going to be a ton of demand. So the supply, they're just trying to ramp that up. As well as performance, they're going to calculate the bandwidth, latency, internet speed, devices, and use of green energy, etc. That last part, I'm not really sure how they're going to look at that. I don't know how much that really matters, but I know in this society now, it is a big thing, and them looking at that is good because they're getting ahead of the curve. So it's probably going to be much bigger in the next decade, a little bit more than that. But jumping on it now, really sets you ahead of what's coming. So I agree with that as well. Next, let's talk about the tokenomics. So there's going to only be 1 billion tokens. They had an IDO already 100% released at the TCE. Rest is going to the seed. They had a seed, private strategic round, advisors, marketing, and team. So if you look at the breakdown of the tokens, 47% is allocated to the public. Public sells other pools and incentive rewards. 18.5% to the foundation. 34.5% to the team and private investors. So that's pretty good right there. And you can see here, they're definitely doing a lockup. So there's a vesting period, 24 months over here, 18 months over here. Liquidity development, 6 months, 22 months. The seed round had 12 months, and private and strategic also 12 months. So this is it right here, 37 months total. So IAG has a linear distribution timeline starting from July of 2021 and lasts for basically 37 months. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So basically slightly over 3 years is what that comes out to, 37 months. So that would be roughly August of 2024. But this talks about the different utility, earn rewards through staking. IAG holders can stake their tokens in the company's ADA staking pool to earn additional rewards. Earn a portion of the transaction fees. IAG token represents a share of the Iagon ecosystem, providing holders with a portion of the revenue generated through the storage marketplace. So these two things are what I'm really interested in. Incentivized storage providers. I don't think I'm going to be a storage provider because I'm not one right now. But these two things, earn a portion of the transaction fees from the network and then earn rewards through staking. Next, they do have a ISPO ongoing. If you see here on their website, it says our ISPO is live. This takes you to a Medium page. This is the basically the ISPO version of the white paper. They started with 70 million IAG. That's the rewards. And then the bonus reward is 3 million IAG tokens to any and all delegators who do not miss more than 3 epochs in total. The ISPO started April 20th of 2022, which was epoch 334, and it lasts until rewards are exhausted. And they did make a dashboard up here, and if you scroll down, 48% of it has been given out. So 34.163 100 of the initial 70 million. So little less than half, 48%. So if you're interested, you can always stake to their staking pool. So that's also something of interest. So anyway, with that is what... Actually, let me go over the roadmap really quick. 2018, they did their ICO, which was basically made them 550,000 USD. Then their government grants from Norway. They were approved by this Norway program over here. The Iagon patent published internationally. POC storage released on Ethereum over here. If you don't know, their token was initially released on Ethereum, and they built a bridge to allow people to migrate over to Cardano. June 28th, 2021, their IDO raised 3.6 million USD. That was 2021. And then you can read over here some more different things happening with the roadmap. I imagine they're going to update that a little bit more. The team does seem pretty good, and to best of my knowledge, they have everything that they need, and they're really pushing forward. Their marketing obviously could use some help. I didn't really know much about these guys until I started actually doing a deep dive like a couple of weeks ago, and decided might as well do a video. Maybe there are more people out there like me who would like to know about these people, but they just don't. So anyway, that is about Iagon. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button. I appreciate that, and my small channel will at least be able to be seen by a few other people. Hit the bell notification so you will be notified of any more videos in the future that I put out. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.